우린 on fire 너와 나 이 밤의 끝으로 가 너에게 지금은 나의 살갑기를 마셔줘 분명히 내를 서지고 like boom 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 like boom 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 step on it like boom 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 like boom boom boom.
Hello. 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 How y'all doing? And welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hi. Hello. 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 Also, for those who were in the For those who were in my Discord and you guys were watching during the watch party, hope you guys are doing well and all the good stuff. Thank you so much for coming. It's not going to be, we're going to chit chat about the episodes in quick haste because it was a lot that we digested. So let's see how we can do this. So I'm excited to get into it. So y'all already know how we do. I hope you guys watched Good Boy and Babe, because those are really the main two we're going to touch on the last couple of days. So hopefully you guys are into that. So if not, well, then I tell you, I'm not trying to spoil you. So hopefully you guys have, got yourselves together and everything, and it's nice. So as y'all know how we do and how we kick into it, let's get into the intro. Yes. Okay. Hey. Oh yes, hello my boobies and my babies. What's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? Good, caught up. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear. But we're getting into Babe and Playboy tonight. So, like I said, hopefully you guys have watched, and I just want to hear you guys' opinions. To be honest, this y'all. I mean, that's literally what I do. I hear y'all's opinions. So. That's what it is. But y'all know I am not here by myself. Dion Jackson, how are you, darling?
Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
And look at that. I don't hear no muffle. I don't hear no nothing. I hear you.
Because I'm not using the headphones.
Yeah, fuck ass headphones. Are you good? I don't hear nothing. Oh, I like that. I said it. I like that. The design. That's new though. I like that. Very, very nice.
You haven't seen this?
No, I don't think.
Ooh,
I don't think I have.
Get into the gig.
How are you? How was your Thanksgiving?
I feel like I was full too easily or too soon. But I remember I was eating the Hawaiian sweet rolls earlier.
Okay.
When you wait and you wait till everything gets done, you start eating stuff, and it has this like this Have you guys been to Cheddar's?
I've heard of Cheddar's, but I've never been to Cheddar's. No.
They have this bread. They have this butter they use. It's kind of like a sweet butter, and that's what my sister used on those Hawaiian sweet rolls. And I was just like, so by the time I ate, I was like, after one plate, I was like, ooh, okay, I'm.
Okay, well, not the itis on that is.
I feel like it hit too hard. I was like, trying like we ate early. It was like 4:30 we started eating, and around like 5:36, I felt like, oof, I ain't like that. I was like, I want to be a little more awake.
Understood. Okay, well, we're not off by alone here. Jordy, darling.
Is that a frog?
Hi.
A turtle?
What? No, it's like a little
leaf,
like a sprout.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyways,
Because you're growing. You got that new grow.
yes, you see the pony. Anyways,
But wait, hold on. How was your Thanksgiving?
it was
I'm asking
good.
that question first. Good.
It was good. It's good. My
Good.
Graham got the leftovers, so we set for like a week. Period.
We love to get
And
leftovers too.
yeah. So
Okay. Well, I love
but
that.
you were talking about Dion's shirt. It's giving Digimon.
Yes. Yes.
giving
Digitized. Yes.
Not
I did watch some videos about Digimon the other day.
Digimon monsters.
Hello, hello, hello. I did. And I'm beyond excited for all of the vampire goods that are coming our way come 2024. But like I said, y'all will not be alone.
Hello! Guess who's back?
I thought
back.
I thought there was big old marshmallows.
My knees?
Yeah. I'm like, what is that?
They're pants.
Yeah, go to bed.
Go to bed.
Are you hungry?
I'm fucking hungry.
I wish I had some leftover deviled eggs. Everyone ate them up, and I'm kind of sad about it.
I don't want not one more double egg.
I love.
I can make some. Hell, I got eggs in the fridge. I will make some.
I love.
I felt bad for wanting to get more, but I was like, no, let me not do that. That's kind of like greedy. But then I wish I would have.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's get into it. We're touching first on Playboy the Theory.
Wait, where's Kern?
Huh? Oh no, he's not here. He's at the party tonight, so he won't be joining us.
Social life. Ooh.
Yeah, it is a 5-year-old party.
He said, because we're young and we're free.
Yeah, babies. So
right. Do we get the reference? Right. Okay.
We get it.
Do you though?
Oh, hold on, I'm hot.
I know.
Hot and dangerous. If you're one of us, then roll with us.
So, but yes, I want to know everyone's take on. I guess we could just jump in on the first because there are no plot points tonight. We're just talking about it, so it's gonna be very much random.
No plot points.
There are none because
Just
what am
like
I going to put a
Playboy.
plot point as? Sex, and more sex.
Child, because it's really all it is.
Yeah. It's like I see that they're trying to throw in a plot, trying. But I hope they don't keep that shock factor the whole time because the way that the writers were talking about like this was going to be more than just. I'm like, I don't know.
There is a story there though. There is one.
It's somewhere in there.
Somewhere we're getting to little.
Yeah. Move this out the way. Move that right here. Listen closely.
But I'd rather not listen closely because in episode 2 I was listening a little bit too close.
Oh, them mac and cheese.
The squishy noises, please.
Them mac and cheese.
Can I even make a?
No, okay.
Like,
I literally just watched it today, so those noises are fresh in my mind, and I was just like, I get it. I understand what's happening. It was a lot. It was a whole lot of.
But you know what? Let me actually throw it to the panel. A lot of these shows, I don't think I've actually asked y'all this yet. A lot of the shows that are coming out will probably have more of the NC-17 type of scenes and everything like that. Do you think us moving in that direction, a good thing, because finally we get to see that, side of it, or is it becoming too much and too overly saturated? Let me throw it back.
How you do it?
Depends on how you do it.
I think that there's two sides to it because there are. I get if on a personal level you just don't like seeing a lot of like, with a lack of better terms, raunchy scenes, but what y'all not going to is demonize queer folk for having sex on film when if it was a heterosexual couple, y'all would be like, and what about it? No, that's what y'all not going to do. But if you just don't like seeing that, that's fine. Like if you don't think Playboy is your cup of tea, that's fine. But it's just weird when people make it seem like a bad thing that it's there. That is there. I do, with like Alyssa said, agree that there is a way you can do it that makes it tasteful, but you know,
not even
watch your mouth.
Not even that y'all have to change like how it is, just like balance it out. Like with the story and then like what's going on. Cause shit, I live, go off. Like but you know, if there's gonna be a story in there as well, like show me the story.
Yeah, if you're gonna promote it as such, like as it being, you know, something more than
show me more. But I'm fine with it, whatever.
Twice, more.
Okay. All right. So I guess it's Mosul Han's done. Dion, your thoughts? Because you haven't said anything.
I actually made a whole video on this.
Link in the description.
I made a whole video on this. What I think is that I do agree with Jordy. I think it's welcome. It should be shown. I don't necessarily think is no different from the other side of the more fluffy stuff. They both overindulge in both aspects and barely have a story. Some hit the feels with the cutesy stuff. Some get your libido going with the raunchy stuff, and you feel it. They both sides don't have a strong narrative. I think having this stuff heavy-handed in a boys' love series is kind of an issue because their storylines can't fill up. I always say that 12 episodes. That's just too wild for a romance to be going on for that long. So obviously you're gonna fill up with cutesy stuff. You're gonna fill up with bust down stuff, and both's gonna feel kind of like gratuitous, which it can be.
Okay.
Because it feels like someone in the comments said, but Playboy does have a plot in the story. I'm like, well, obviously, but
yes, we know that. But
it's buried. It's buried. It's like 90% of the show is those like shock value moments. Like, it's like, oh, like, you know, he wanking in the car garage. Whoa. I'm not gonna say that. That's crazy. But like, you know, where the thermometer?
It's definitely,
the thermometer. I was like, he was like,
I mean,
I was like, whoa.
I mean, there are multiple ways to place those, but the way that they were doing it, I was a little like,
But somebody did
then
say
again,
it's 14 episodes, not 12.
Oh. No, because the thing is, they're shot very well. They're very nice. I just, like in episode 1 where he had that fantasy dream about him licking the old boy who was posing for the class.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That could have been cut out.
Well, I mean, we were seeing inside his head.
Right after that, we saw him in the bathroom doing the deed in the bathroom. I'm like, we didn't need both of those scenes back to back. Yeah. We didn't need to see him, you know, pleasure himself before the pizza man came. Like, we didn't need to see that part. If you're gonna get, like, it was just, or even when the stripper was stripping and doing the thing, they jumped to old boy, you know, doing his thing. I'm like, what for? What?
There's a lot of like in mind like cut scenes that's going on. It's like, but then they just do it right after. Yeah, like that's interesting.
I will say, if episode 1 was half the runtime, I would have enjoyed it more.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
The anime part of it.
Low key, the animated.
I be trying
that stuff is cringy.
I be trying to turn my volume down because I'm like, I can't with these.
Oh, Alyssa, I actually, in this episode, I actually did. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
I was like, this, cut it down.
Isn't the cut uncensored or the cut censored versions? No, because they got the YouTube blocked.
Yeah, they were trying to put us on YouTube, but they couldn't do it, friends. Or they tried. They didn't.
Okay, what about? Can you explain the use of English?
No.
Well, I think
not really.
But I mean, I don't have an issue with that. To me,
I have an issue with it, but I can't really.
Character is like Jun's character is like half and have.
Oh, he's supposed to be. Okay.
Well, yeah, and like he's that in real life, but like then they just carried it over to his character.
Okay, because I had no idea, and I was just like, oh, okay, we just throw it in there, purr.
To me, I've always liked it when they do that. Plus, it shows that they can speak that as well. And the only reason I have no issues with it because I was looking at what's his name, political speaks so well, Luke Golf. Luke Golf. Like he did an interview. Yeah, him. Yeah. He's in an interview and he's like I have no issue speaking English and also Thai as well because it shows that we can do this as well and we can communicate with other countries and all that kind of stuff. So I have no issues when they decide to throw it in there. It shows what they got. It shows their stuff.
No, we just can't. But we can explain now why it's there. At first, I was just like, I thought he was
like throwing it in there for no reason.
Yeah,
it seemed like for no reason because I'm not like the show. It's not like the show is it's English all the way through. That'd be different.
No.
Randomly in there, and he spoke to him Thai later on. Like so,
because Kim Porsche did that too. Yeah, because Kim Porsche did that as well with Bible speaking English and Thai as well. So I guess it was random like that as well because I wasn't expecting that either.
I do think sometimes, this, I don't know if that's the case, but sometimes they do that when something might not be able to be well translated too. But I don't think this is the case.
It's not. Yeah.
No.
The subs played them out when they wrote that. I was like, y'all really need to say that.
So I can't know what they're saying.
Yeah, honestly, a note for them would be
I want to know what your intrusive thoughts are saying.
Yes.
Tell me.
Yes. Please, because that would have added to us who don't know and added to the scene as well too. Even though I could have sworn I heard him say fuck in Japanese, to be honest. So. I was about to say, but I know it was very much so improvised, which I found out like later on.
It sounded so good doing it. So
hello.
Michael did. I was like, okay.
You know,
that was the only compliments Vegas is getting from me. Done. Sure.
It was funny. We had a good old Kiki when they started speaking Japanese because we're just like, why?
Every time it popped up, I was like, please.
Like, here we go.
Loud. It was so loud, and I was like, oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, I'm welcoming this.
I was like, I literally feel like I'm watching a low-key, like...
Yeah. It's like, y'all are just really just making it beep.
It's treading that line.
But okay then, all right. So now that it's heavy-handed on a lot of the NC scenes, it's just depending on how it's done and I guess the tasteful level of it all. It ain't that big of a deal. Okay, all right. I was just curious.
I think it's in this show in particular, it's gratuitous. It's a way it doesn't. You cut half of the stuff out, keep most of it in, but cut half of it out. And some of the things were long. Like I thought you were done slurping, but you went back for more. Like
why would you?
No, less is definitely more with this one.
Yes. Yes, and that is true to the word because there was a lot of
they
in the first episode.
They did.
They with the concept photos, the trailer. They said, "Don't play about it." You knew.
No, and they let y'all know from jump. This is what this is going to be about. If you cannot handle it, do not watch it.
Right?
Because it is what it is for me, but for some, y'all were going heavy-handed on this topic
though. That also brings up the topic though. Like, are people really upset that it's this much like, sexual content in this show? Or is it just because y'all can't hide behind the guise of it actually having like a substantial plot? Because when I tell you for The Sign, the only scene that I have seen on my timeline is that bathroom scene.
Yeah.
No other part of that series.
Y'all ain't showing nothing else.
Nothing else.
Bathroom is my favorite thing on the planet.
He was cutting.
As much as I feel like they could have cut down on a lot of the stuff, that one should be kept that thing should have kept for the bathroom alone.
Wait, so you watched the sign today too, right?
The cinematography, it was just.
Yeah, I still need to watch it though.
The coloring was nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure we're talking about the right bathroom scenes here. Are we talking about
at school after the fantasy about him in the drawing?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're talking about Playboy. Okay, all right, just making sure.
Okay.
All right. So that because that tells me you didn't watch the sign today, did you?
Oh, you thought we were talking about the sign?
No, I was talking about the sign. I was
you were talking about the sign.
Yeah, I was comparing.
I thought you were talking about Playboy.
No, I was saying in the sign.
I saw the sign.
Me and Dion were talking about different over there. Gold room.
Oh no, because like there's a part in there that's just been on Twitter where he was saying that's the only thing they're showing. Nobody's posting any other parts
really
of the series.
Anything else. And I'm like, are y'all really upset about Playboy, or y'all just like when a series gives y'all like a guise to hide behind? Because it's like with Playboy, it is what it is, but with the sign, obviously it has a heavy plot to it, and because
I get it, because the sign had a heavier plot, but y'all aren't even talking about
that
the plot.
You're
not talking about that bathroom,
right? Because they were all in the bathroom.
I saw, and I was like, whoa.
But with Playboy, it's like it's all there, and nobody's like, I get it. Ew, clock that tea.
So, but it is what it is. I guess.
It's okay to admit that you guys like this.
Yeah,
it is fine for y'all to say I like this, not to hide behind the fact that they won't. They won't. And the reason I know that it's okay,
pearls, have this high moral ground, like
no.
Okay, but
I mean, like Playboy this is what Playboy was supposed to be about, all about the sex, and like the plot was gonna be real, like it's in there, but that wasn't like the main. No, because like the plot is there, like there's a plot going on in the midst of like other like mini plots going on. So there's definitely a storyline, but it's mainly you just see more of that.
Gucci and Gucci.
Which is what it was supposed to be about.
So it's like it's just it's okay. I'm not upset by it, just shocked mostly. Okay.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like I said, some people are like, whoa, but that's where y'all should end it.
Yeah, that's it. Don't
complain about
it. Because again, contrary to popular belief, so oddly, gay men do have sex, ladies and gentlemen.
We be fucking.
It's sex. Yeah. It's normal. Everybody has sex.
Yeah, because it's just like saying if it was a girl and a guy.
Boys love is not gay. It's not the same thing, and they're trying to let you know that. They're like, sure, but this is not reality. This ain't real gay people.
Is it? Is it not?
That's how they feel. That's how they like. No, this ain't. I remember that one girl used to fight with Jordy online about how it's all fictitious and like all the horrible things that happen because it's fantasy. And Jordy was like, "Girl, but
girl, please, you need to get out more often because
let's respectfully shut the hell up."
Happening. Like this shit really happening. Like the one scene where they were like talking about the safe words, I was like, "Cause that's important."
Right.
That shit really be happening when you into that kind of thing. Like them the things you talk about beforehand.
These are the same people who think just because somebody's thinking something and not saying it out loud that offers consent. And I'm like, because when THARNTYPE came around and the book people,
you're like, but in the novel, I didn't read the book, so I don't care.
In the novel.
I didn't read it.
Type was enjoying it, and I'm like,
I hate I'm sorry not to clock, but that really irks me so bad. Like I didn't read the book. I'm going off the show. Stop telling me about the book because that didn't happen in the show.
Like y'all really sound like predators. Y'all sound like y'all do this in real life. That's what
I told y'all. That person said he said he didn't stop him until he liked it. I was like,
no.
Like
what?
Okay.
Like, why don't you take that to court and say that exact thing? Say
jail.
Because what? They were like, well, when he went out, he was get out of my face.
But you see, that argument is crazy because then someone would say they don't understand how that's how the West would think, but over here it's a little different.
Shaqii, don't get me started on that.
Because it's annoying. Like, what do you mean? That makes no sense to me.
First of all, half people watching this are not even Thai. So what are y'all talking about? How they do it over in Thailand? What you know?
Exactly.
Y'all shouldn't be doing that anywhere. What you mean? No exceptions. What do you mean? Because Tarn, no cat would have caught several hands. Several hands.
Type 2.
I remember me and Dion watching. We were like, y'all really ship this shit? Like, what the fuck?
I will say I did forget about most of it when we got to the other villain at the end. I was like, okay, well,
we got bigger fish to fry. One page, I was like, because when Type finally was like, okay, like bet, like I do like you, I was like, okay, well if you with it, like who am I to still be mad? Like you with it, so whatever.
Right here.
But
and
in the beginning, I was like, bro, you over here kissing on this boy, you over here doing this and that, and I'm like, the fuck?
And it's like before we get those people, you can separate like real life from like fiction. We're not saying that we did not enjoy THARNTYPE.
No, because
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I love THARNTYPE.
But you can still say that something is wrong of a character.
That shit was weird.
Like just because a character.
Oh my god, they're in the bathroom. Like, oh my god,
like, oh my god, he raped him. No, bitch. The fuck?
Oh my god.
No, nothing was hot about that scene whatsoever.
No, I'm sorry. Him in that bathroom when he went down on him, you could see he was not okay with that. But
I remember actually, I was like, it was that nervous laughter. Like, what the fuck?
What are we doing? Are we okay? Like,
and I was just like, wait, are you really doing this right now?
I'm more into none finding out the truth in Playboy. Everything else. Right. And yes, everybody doing things with other people. There is something there.
But there's reasons to why, like, it's still in there while trying to figure out where none is, because that's what none was doing. Correct. So you gotta play the role to get the info. Like,
hello. Were you really doing this? Were you really doing this? Were you really?
When he was talking to what's his name, it was giving. I'm straight.
Yeah.
No, because I said, no, you really finna go all the way. I was like, how far you gonna go for some information? When he came back, it was. I said, okay.
No, he said,
boy, no, grabbing nothing but thigh.
Yep.
Like,
so I don't know about that part, but I mean, it kind of is.
That should took me out. He went, gave himself a pep talk, and came back out and
he was like, "You can do this." Well, he said he liked it. I said, "Shit, cool."
I mean, hey, to eat own at this point.
It is what
now
it
is. Now he got himself a little kinkiana, just a little.
I'm crying.
My issue with the NC scenes in Playboy episode 1 is that they just dropped them in there without any lead up. Episode 2 is better at having a lead up, so hopefully they keep that up. Okay.
Yeah, I like a good. I like a good lead up. Now I like a good build.
So I expected it to just go off the way it did. After watching the pilot trailer, I was like, I expected it to be in my face as soon as I turned it on. I was like, ooh.
But I will say that them showing how the main character's name left my brain already. That's crazy. The art students and the model Zoe and
that's a model low-key catching
Zoe and Tina
now.
So the fact they're showing how he's trying to get with him, because it's clear that he wants to have sex with this boy, but it's not happening. And I like that they're showcasing that in a way, because not everybody is like that, and he's virgin. So at least I think
no, he ain't.
Yeah, he's not a virgin.
No, he is. He almost did it, but he never did.
Oh, I thought he did it.
He almost did.
Okay, so
and that's why he's like he's fine doing stuff to other people, but he doesn't want anybody to touch him. And
That's the vibe I was
feel
getting.
like maybe he almost did it with none, low key.
No, facts.
That's how I feel. And maybe it went left Yana, and that's why he's like, I'm shy, so I don't like when anybody does anything to me.
But he's okay. That he can do it.
This episode is giving that the model is like, well, shit, I'm happy just like teasing. I don't even want it like that.
Because I was like, in this episode, I was like, it kind of seems like he gonna be an art hoe too. Like he's gonna end up,
but like his
art hoe, like enjoying this, like yeah, like I feel like he might end up actually appreciating and enjoying like the non like penetrative, whatever the word is, like, you know.
Yeah.
They do have similar features. I do see a little bit of
boss. I
Boss
thought the
from,
model's name
Love
was
in the Air.
Tina.
I don't know. I don't remember the character's name, but they're saying he looks like Boss from Love in the Air, like a Diet Coke version of Boss. That's what they're
Diet
saying.
Coke.
Yeah, like off-brand Boss. So I mean, hey,
if y'all see it, per.
I don't besides the hair.
They say if you turn it upside down, flip it around.
Squint one eye with the other eye. But it's again, it's just that's just the overall thing of the series, right? So there's a plot, but we know what we're getting every single time. Somebody's gonna be doing something to someone.
They're gonna be fucking every episode.
Yeah. Like at this point, it's in your face. Get used to it. It is what it is. If not, then just don't watch. Yeah,
like either watch it or you don't.
Yeah. So I'm curious to find out what happens in the next one because the plot is, I don't want to say all over the place. Yeah, it's.
I'm trying to know what none was doing.
I'm curious though, because I feel like based on the description, like the synopsis of the show, I thought the twin, None or Non, which one's the twin that coming in?
None.
I thought he was going to be the main character, but he didn't come until the end of the last episode.
Yeah,
and it doesn't seem like the friends are actively looking for their friend before he came or even after, because he came back. So why would they look for him again? And I thought he was going to team up with them to find out what happened.
It has something to do with it. It's already or has something to do with it.
Sure. I'm just saying the synopsis said they were all going to team up to find out what happened to his brother, but that's not what's happening in the show right now. And I'm like, how are they going to? Because it seemed like his thing found his brother, and then the Playboys are two different plot threads.
Yeah, it looks like
they have nothing to do with each other. And I thought it was going to come around full circle, but the Playboys don't work at that club no more, so they are not involved in that really. And I guess they seem like more of the main characters because they have like these malicious intent. One's robbing the first, and the other one is just wanting his virginity. But I was like, for why? Why are they doing the things that they're doing?
Yeah, that's the curious part.
And they just giving away money.
Yeah, but it seems like I'm just kidding. It seems like a weak plot thread to do because we don't know why they're doing it, their motivations, or like especially when the pizza boy was like, "Oh, don't give me money. I don't want to buy a thing." Like, who are people or who is judging y'all? Who was I?
But you over here side eyeing his Julie.
Hello, and you were like looking at his Julie off to the side. And his watch.
He tried to come off innocent. He said, "I don't watch your watch," and I was like, "You saying that, but you gonna steal it as soon as he goes to sleep." What the fuck?
And then I
don't understand those characters too much. And it's and that one stripper guy, I thought he was. Now he's a slave. Now
because he got found out for running business through his through that guy's auto shop or something.
Boy was quoting every article.
Your shit under my business name. Like he said, "This is my business."
Correct.
So he was like,
You're not doing
I have no money to give you, so
you're mine.
No, did y'all see?
What?
Did y'all see Pete's daddy? He was like,
"Child."
I was like, no, don't turn best dad into the worst dad.
Well, I mean, I was like, you should be practicing safe sex. Hell,
should.
He ain't lie about that one.
No, he's absolutely right. So, but when he decides to flip it and try to get him help because of the
with that low blow, I was like, whoa, not bringing mama into this. That's right.
So that's what I was like, where do we go from here now? So
I feel like he's really only saying the practice safe sex because of the stigma around the gay community.
Yeah,
I'm like that. Interesting. The way
he
like
it because of that, or he knows his son,
or because he knows his son to be into.
Yeah, he be wilding.
It could be a mix of both.
Sure.
Yeah. I was like, like, be safe, whatever you're doing, be safe. Regardless, like everybody should be safe if you're gonna be out there.
I agree.
Throwing your cake out every
throwing your cake around in a circle, please.
In a 16 diameter.
It's not worth it at the end of the day. Just wear a condom.
No, like this episode, it was like I was just like, okay. Like episode 2, I was like a lot's happening, but not a lot at all.
Right. I want to be into this storyline, but like they seem too separate. There seem to be a bunch going on.
But I guess since it is, because I didn't know it was going to be 14 episodes, so I guess
me either.
Episodes, they're dragging it out, so that's why we're getting until the very end. So now that's making more sense. Why shit is just like
little increments of things.
Yeah, like little
14 episodes is too much.
Because I was like,
it's going to be just this on repeat.
It would have made sense if the twin came in the beginning and all the stuff we saw the boys doing, he was watching them. He was observing the friends, seeing their patterns.
Because like we got like a clip of him like at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because I was like, so is that none? Is that not none? Is he where he at? Like what's going on?
Right.
I was so confused when episode 1 started. I was like, so you're missing. But I saw you. So you're not missing.
What? Before you go, let me ask you, are you missing?
Like, it's you.
He's like,
you are.
He's like, can you please figure this out and find me? So it's like, are you kidnapped? Are you lost? Like, what's going on?
Is it a situation where you're like someone kidnapped you and then you got away, but to find your kidnapper or something, you have to act like you're still kidnapped? Is it like one of those situations?
That's the
Jody, that doesn't make sense because he's coming back as his brother, so they know the brother's around. So what was it's weird. It doesn't make any sense.
I was thinking though, because I was like, the brother coming back, I feel like he don't know enough about this, like about how his brother was or his situation to even be playing his brother in the first place.
He is getting bits and pieces from text messages and trying to like clue it all together because he was like, so
and seeing how the friends are acting,
like,
right?
I was like, man,
I'm like,
you're
are you doing this?
You really are.
Like, are you doing this off of your own whim, or like, is somebody telling you like you need to find out what happened to your brother?
All we know is from the little text at the end, none wasn't no innocent party.
Oh no,
deep in this shit. I said, I was like, all right.
What purpose does it serve to pretend to be him?
To find the tea. Because I
find out what.
But if you're publicly as your twin coming back and someone kidnapped you, you're like, who the hell is this person? We got the brother. Who is this?
Like, he back here.
So
well, I mean, I guess that's like one of those we'll cross that bridge when we get to it because
maybe
they just think he disappeared. They don't really know what happened to him because he's been reading their text messages. So for them, it's like, okay, you're here. Like you've been reading my messages, but you're not here.
He's back. The friends think he's rude. I was like, damn, you rude as hell. But he's back, so his friends have no reason to look for him. So that's they're not involved. And he himself is impersonating his brother, and the kidnappers are gonna find out or see him or whatever. Okay. Like, how does that work out? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's so.
I mean, he played his cards right. Shit, because clearly he hasn't reached the actual kidnapper yet, and he's still going through all like the little pawns. Because
wasn't
the mechanics just don't. I don't know. The mechanics are off with this.
The
like,
thing is,
entire...
wasn't his homeboy in on it? He's like, oh, he's back. Like he's surprised, and it messes
yeah,
something
that's what he
up.
told his brother. He was like, "Be careful." So it makes me think like maybe None is just hiding out somewhere. Because if y'all really did something to him, y'all wouldn't be like, "He's back." Like, watch your back. Like, don't do this and that. If you like unalived him and he's just like somewhere, or you know where he's at.
Yeah.
Well, that friend, the one with the jean jacket, who Porsche, right, Mr. Porsche?
Yeah, Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he did something to the twin.
Because they blame him for it.
He did something.
Right. So either he did something to the twin, or the twin bothered him in some way, his business, and he's like, "Oh, he back, like he was gone." I thought he was handled by someone else, or I guess we did it. I don't know, but it's hard to keep like their motivation. And then what got me was in the beginning of the episode, the boy, everyone figured everything out. He was like, "Oh, you being conned, and this not the real brother." I was like, "Damn, how y'all figure it out so quickly?" That's exactly what's happening. Remember on the school step, he's like, "Oh, he's probably a con man. He's probably conning you. That piece of man is gonna steal from you." And that's exactly what happened. And then he said, "Oh, he's some evil twin." Yeah, he is actually. that's not your friend from back in the day.
I feel like maybe the guy that None is supposedly like doing stuff with, right? I feel like he
his
knows.
face, and he's like.
He did look like, what am I doing? Why am I putting myself through this shit? Yeah.
But I feel like he knows something and I felt like that after Non said, like, "What are we?" And he said,
and he got up and walked away. It's given that he knows you're not None. Like, and he's just gonna play along with you.
Because if None was really doing what he was doing, I feel like that's already established that they're not.
Yeah, we're not in a relationship. It's straight transactional. So like his brother, his poor thing, he is trying his hardest, but he is failing.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what's going on, so he's just acting right then and there.
Outside of these empty text messages, and you're just like, well, let's put 2 and 2 together. You knew this person, so let me go mess with this person. But it's like they probably didn't.
That's how you get found out very quickly.
You're going
that
further
you're
than
faking.
Yeah, I really can't take him that seriously though, because he filmed his little updates in front of this TV that's turned on to the.
Yeah, I was like, are you gonna watch the clip? And when he filmed himself, I was like, okay.
It's for aesthetics. It's for the news.
I was like, you trying to be a cute little investigator, but
but wait, because before we, because the last part of the episode where poor thing gets kidnapped by the same man he was busting down with. Like, I saw lots of people's opinions on that part. Some people were saying that it's fake. Some people were saying he's just doing this just to get money from the daddy and all this other stuff.
Child first is not in on that shit at all.
Yeah, Al. He looked scared as hell.
It was like, come get me. And so like, I'll get you all right.
At first I was like, is this fake? Because I mean, he could be an actor. Because I was like, it's interesting how we just had the conversation of him getting an apartment and getting money to break away from his dad, but then you get kidnapped and now you're demanding money from the dad, and it's like I don't know.
Jordy,
I don't know.
Jordy, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It would make more sense if he was more manipulative into getting the dad to see things or messing with the dad to get this to happen, but it just happened to happen.
Or someone was like, well, now this is the easy route. You done left your dad gonna be looking for you. So
but the thing instead
of me always having to sleep with you and rob you, let's do it.
The thing is,
I was trying to make something out of nothing.
It doesn't make sense for it.
This shit out real quick. He was like, we can kill one bird with one stone. I was like, first.
It doesn't make sense for it to happen how it happened if he could have been kidnapped at any time of the day, any other place, any other time.
Nothing makes sense in this series, so I just take it for what it is. I'd be like, okay.
It feels too much.
Yeah, but it could be so much better though.
Yeah, it could be. It could be narrative relevance. It could be more cohesive because
because it's like it's not connecting. So now I'm having to piece things in my brain, and it's not gonna make sense because the holes, they're putting the circle block in the square hole, and it's not working.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I said it's all over the place for me, because that just felt like out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you kidnapped him, and it just.
He said, "All right, so for our third date,
we're gonna play a kidnapping moment real quick."
I'll tell my dad to get us a place. I say, you really finna get this boy an apartment.
I said, it was giving Pose. Oh my god, I literally thought that in my reaction. I was like, it's giving Pose when homeboy like got that girl Angel an apartment, and his wife like I was like.
Y'all moving a little too fast. Y'all literally just met.
Y'all only hook up. And you're like,
he literally
I'll tell
just
my dad to get us a
delivered
place.
pizza.
Like, what?
He delivered pizza not 2 days ago. Not at all. But then again, they showed their true colors at the end of the first episode because, okay, so y'all are scammers.
Like,
they had this like meeting.
Yeah, y'all are scammers.
I like after that, I wasn't putting nothing past none of them. I was like,
I was like, you know what? Now I'm just gonna watch all of y'all
to see their motivations and reasoning for doing what they're doing.
Hopefully, we get it.
They said we ain't gonna keep having sex with the people y'all want me to have sex with.
A perfect time to like to build their characters was when they first showed us that they all knew each other.
I thought they were going to. I was like, yes, we're getting a big old backstory. Yeah. No, cut off.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Even in this episode when they kind of showed them all leaving the club. Okay, why? What made you do so? Oh, hey. Yeah. Why did you do what you did? It just was like, here's this, gone.
Goodbye.
Then it picks up right where we left off on episode 1.
This ain't supposed to be.
He said that the mother actually
and that right there, it's not supposed to be the main focus. So if that's the case.
We just throwing this in here.
That just sucks, so you keep watching. Not a coherent story. That's a bummer.
So, like, I mean, for anyone who's seen Queer as Folk, the first line that Queer as Folk open with, you have to understand, it's always about sex. Okay? So it is what it is.
At this point, that's what Playboy is doing.
It is. At this fucking point.
I'm crying. That's why this episode, I was like, okay.
But it's giving
I was like, all right.
One of those series that's going to just unravel as it goes. But if you're going to do that, you're giving me more holes than you are filling. So it's...
That's what I'm like, maybe it's 14 episodes. But at the same time, it's like... I just like him. I hate to have to drop it.
For me, Alyssa, like out of all the shows I'm watching recently, it's on the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, like after episode 2, I was just like, shit. I was like, okay, like it's fun. I feel like if you don't think about it and you just watch it, it's like, okay. But like when I try to dissect it, I'm like, oh my god, digging up them holes reminds me of Holes the movie.
Digging up them holes.
Yo, that was my jam when that movie came out. I was like,
Jesus. But anyway, at the end of the day, again, it's always going to just circle around sex.
We'll
this
see what happens in the next.
Let's see
maybe this is like a little like they're trying to get back at his dad. I don't know.
I don't know. It's all.
I don't know. It's kind of weird that you would go this route though, but. Because I was looking at first base.
What we talk about? We ain't even talking about Pepe right now. Get your ass out. Don't.
Why is that even a question? Does it matter?
We won't even talk.
Does it matter?
From what I understand, people are shocked at Pavel being in that position. They're like,
and
which will get.
I was like,
actually, you know what?
Maybe I like get my back broken. Maybe I don't. Shit.
Right.
What about it?
You know what? Let's actually get there now. We'll figure out what's gonna happen with Playboy. Let that bitch unravel. Pepe.
weren't my type.
Can I just say, Pit Babe, I don't trust Charlie. He's cute and all, but I don't trust him.
I don't trust him either. You're cooking up something on his. What are you doing?
It's like you're already shady. Even if he had like a good little plan to do something to save the world, I'm like, you're still shady. You already presented yourself as shady to me.
I was like, okay. Like every time he does something, it makes my eye twitch. I'm like, why are you? Like, I was like, all right. No, because like I was like, okay, so are you a fan? Are you a psycho? Like, are you just trying to get a car, or do you like what's tea? Are you working for the other dude? Are you not? Like, what is it?
And they were coming out their way for being.
Can you do me a favor? Because you're the one technically really went into it with me first. And for those who don't understand what this is, I understand that you can Google. Can you explain to folks what Omegaverse is?
Oh my God!
Not in deep detail, but
it's very simple. There's alpha, omega, and betas. Alphas are usually the stronger type character. It really, honestly, does not have a lot to do with someone's sexual position.
No.
Although stereotypically that is what happens, but there are a lot of instances where that's not the case. But alphas are more such. Think of like animals. Alphas are usually the leaders. They're the strongest. They're the people that are presented first, and then you have omegas, which are kind of like the submissive like personality type. The people that are kind of like, you know, they're the followers. They're the sheeps of the herd. All that. Then you have betas, which are they're in a lot of yaois and in a lot of like mangas, they're considered more so. I don't want to say nothing, but they're not. They're neither like alpha or
omegas.
Beta.
They can do whatever.
They can do whatever. But the thing is with betas, the stark difference between betas and omegas is that betas cannot get pregnant, and omegas can. And it's regardless of gender, it's regardless of identity. It's just, you know, but that's like the surface level of it. There's a lot of other shit under that, but yeah.
And in this one, both Charlie and Babe are alphas.
Are considered alphas because of their personality.
And that's why Pavel said what he said on Twitter. Right.
So it has nothing to do
with top or
whether they're top or bottom. It's just
hello. I'm right here. I'm right here. Where I live.
I was explained a little bit about it from you and also someone in my Discord, and the way how they were explaining that they can get pregnant regardless of gender. I said, okay.
That's quite interesting.
I was like,
it's very,
it's very interesting.
It definitely puts everybody on an equal playing field when it comes to like who does what when where, except for like obviously the class thing. But as far as like gender, sex, and identity wise, everybody is on a
equal playing field. It doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Okay, so because maybe folks would have probably gotten confused. That's why I said explain it for those who probably don't even know what it is. Because I really didn't at first, because that's not where I live. I don't live there. So it was nice when they, I guess introducing it. I don't know if they've ever done it in a series before this one. So
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't think so, right?
Or at least if they weren't specific.
Okay. Because I love that how they like put a lot of emphasis on his senses and all this other stuff and what gets him going and things like that. Was pretty interesting to witness.
I will say though, I'm kind of upset because I'm like, if y'all are going to introduce
then actually
this concept, but then drop it because like it was officially stated that concept is not going to continue through episode 3 and on.
That's kind of weird.
I'm like.
So why introduce it? Because like they kind of made it like the main focus. Like it was literally the first 2 minutes. Like they describing him
or something. You said an official statement was made?
Yeah. What's his face? What's the writer's name? He said that the Omega-verse or the Omega-verse concept is not going to continue throughout the series. Like,
why is there an echo? What's happening?
Echo.
Yeah, I hear one.
Echo.
Yes.
Wow.
It's only when. Oh my god!
It's everybody.
Wait, is it all of us?
Oh, wait. Who has their phone?
Does anybody have the chat up?
No.
Wait, it has to be either me, you, or Alyssa, because we're on FaceTime.
My shit's muted, so you can't even hear it.
Mine was muted as well. No, mine was muted as well.
Shaqii, are you muted?
Are you sure?
Yeah, well,
are you
over there?
Well, I'm
muted, so you shouldn't be able to hear nothing from me.
It had the red thing on it.
Because it's real convenient that you left. When it stopped when you left.
But it had the red. I like that. Hold on. It had the red thing on it. I don't know. It had the red thing on it.
It's okay, friend. Just say
it. Oh no.
I mean, okay. Well, either way. Okay. Her. All right. So
not.
I'm
Wait, what was that show? That girl, she was like crying, but she said at the camera.
Oh, that's
that's what she said.
I love her.
She's like,
We went back to the camera.
No, it's so funny because now they have her doing it every single episode of that show, and I'm like,
as they should. We live. That's her aesthetic. Go off, steady.
Let's check your tip. How you do it? We back.
We back. We gotta figure out. It was Shaqii the whole
Stella got her groove back.
I've been reading Omega-verse books for years. Maybe I just haven't gotten to one of these.
What you mean?
I don't know what you mean by that, friend.
I was confused
know.
when you started talking about the concepts like that, because I also saw on TikTok someone's like, "Oh, a new Omega-verse manga is coming." I was like, "Oh, this must be a company, not a concept." Or something.
No, yeah, it's like deep. Like there's so many like.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a ton.
But you see,
This thing. Okay.
Nar.
So let's start. So Pippin.
Tia said so. No, but I do really like this series. I enjoy seeing Pavel's, like, it's a different, like y'all were telling me earlier, it's like different.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
his energy is just
his energy
not.
is finest, but
oh, hey, Kristen, how are you?
And Charlie, as tough as he is, he fine play. Everybody fine play. I'm like him.
Yeah, because the person that is like running the ex-hunter, the one not well,
is it Alan?
I don't. Yeah. I was like, oh, no. Is it not the new mechanic they just hired, but the
No, that's Alan.
That is Alan, right? Okay, I was like, oh, hold on, Alan. What's tea?
Alan was like he about to spill out.
Oh yes, at the end of
a little bit at the end, a little. That's why Babe gonna yoke up that man. I said, you ain't scared. You ain't. I was like, but that I'm still like, so you really. You buying out everybody.
Wait to the end of episode 2. What about episode 1?
Sorry, I'm jumping all the way. So I'm like,
I know what to say anyway.
That's a little prayer pack to my arm.
Oh my gosh. No. Well, back to on his that, because you guys were saying people were a little shocked the fact that Pavel was not. I don't want to say the word submissive.
What
that he's a bottom? You can say
that.
What was told to me in my Discord that people were kind of shocked and concerned and whatever because Pavel and his character was receiving in the episode, and they're just.
But why are you?
Why would that be a problem?
they're not saying it's a problem.
Or because y'all didn't expect Pavel to be in this role.
They're not to say they have an issue with it. They're just shocked and surprised, which in itself is kind of an issue. But I'm gonna get a little bit grace.
Because I'm like, I'm always like hung when people are like, "Oh, I'm so shocked." I'm like, why?
Because like I said, boys love and gay folks are two different things.
Yeah.
So
looking at it from that perspective,
it is 2023. It's
okay. Hold on.
I guess looking at it from that perspective, I get it, because it's like how BL usually portrays certain character archetypes. It's like you would think that how Pavel's character was presented, he would be like this, and so it's like shocking that it's like, oh, they're not doing this. Okay, so I get it. Like,
after only friends, y'all really shouldn't be that shocked
at all.
I mean, one series that breaks those bonds.
You see how they respond to only friends, so I don't know, y'all. It's
because child Drake's ankles were up to the ceiling.
Because they can't wrap their head around mass bottoms even after type. But you see, the thing is, though, which I don't understand, because there's the biggest, tallest masculine men that will definitely be on all fours and all legs up. So I don't understand what the problem is here. Maybe just because you're in your head.
I really thought it's because that's all we've seen. Like every BL up until like recent. That's how it always was. Like up until like what, last year maybe? When they started like coming out with the newer stuff and switching it up.
Which I think that's
probably what people are used to.
Probably. Because even with Bad Buddy, I'll even take it there. They weren't Ohm's character was not the one given 25-8, you know, because Nanon definitely did as well too. So they don't know what the problem is here. To be honest, I didn't care about the whole dominant submissive thing, although it is a nice change to see how Charlie levels up when Babe's energy is okay. What were you saying, Jordy? Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I feel like, you know, it's a mix between preconceived, like, you know, notions of what certain things should be, and then also being like, whoa, like they changed it, like, because this is what usually happens, but now they're trying to, you know,
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and just say that a lot of people are ignorant to these things. Like, it's made by women for women, so that dynamic isn't always displayed with these kind of shows. You know, and it's I still think it's a bit icky and like off-putting for this
it's like
a topic of conversation. I would rather you feel this way and learn about this stuff now and kind of
then just run around
and then, you know, because why else would you think differently if you only been shown this? You may not even know actual other queer people in reality. You're not watching other things that aren't boys love, so you wouldn't know. Even though that's still kind of not even an excuse, but I'm gonna just give you a little bit of grace on that.
Yeah, because again,
especially when you want to know, when you want to inquire.
That's all that you've been shown is this. So I'm gonna still be like, whenever you ask, but
right, at your big age,
at your grown age.
Why you still asking?
Right.
But as long as you kind of like really want to know, like, how's this work? Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, we'll give you a little of the answers, but
even it's like, what do you mean? How does it work? What do you mean?
Aren't you 43? How you know? Like,
shouldn't you know how it works?
But to be fair, even with queer space, they still have that like start, like they just think this is this and this is that. You can't.
Oh, definitely.
You know, so like in all communities and points of view, people have like hard stances on things. This is how it's supposed to be. Anything that deviates is kind of odd.
Like what?
So we'll give y'all a little grace for now. Now you know.
He said a little
something.
Send this clip to all your friends.
But don't ask me about
this. Because it doesn't matter. I don't know why we make such a big deal. Who does what in a relationship? Who?
Anytime somebody asks that question, I'm like, "Do you want to be in the bedroom with them?" Don't answer.
Yeah, like
Like, if you really want to know, just go ahead and ask if you can prop up a pillow and just sit there and watch.
It's like,
find out.
It's like, you don't need to know unless we're doing something. You don't need it.
Yeah, you
no.
Well, in this case, you're actually seeing it, so there you go.
So you know. So why you still asking?
Right.
So, in regards to, I want to know you guys' thoughts on this, because he brought on this guy because he was interested in getting a car and whatever. But Wei has a bit of an issue. How do you feel about his character? This is more so me asking about his character right now, given what we know about him.
I think the trope is overdone a little bit.
Well, like
the friend being in love. Now, I like the fact that he ain't really stressed on these boys because they only have an expiration date on a couple days. They're gone.
Yeah,
I
they said that too.
I love that, and I understand him being feeling a kind of ways now that Charlie passed that point. He's kind of like in the mix.
Yeah.
But within reason, Babe is acting in rare form. This boy goes to his house, put him into the thing. It causes suspicion. It causes it's going on here. Right. But I kind of wish that episode 2 didn't hammer home how much he potentially likes Babe or whatever. Even those friends, North and whoever's that guy's name, outside the store talking about it, I was like, get rid of this. We got it.
It's like, I'm not mad at Wei, because it does give it's like, okay, position, I get it. But also knowing what we know, I'm like, but you ain't wrong.
Right.
And listen, I wish Wei would have overheard Charlie doing something suspicious on the phone or something to kind of give him more reason to kind of.
When he saw the way Charlie was looking when Jeff came, I was like, y'all don't see this?
I'm pretty sure he peeped. They haven't shown it, but I'm pretty sure he peeped the conversation that they were having. And
I wish they would have shown it to kind of give him more.
They may show it later.
That would be great, but
that might be they flash back and it's like way over here peeping around corners, like
that might be a thing that they reveal later. But I saw a lot of Wei hate on Twitter, and I'm like, so y'all don't have friends. I'm like, y'all don't have friends that don't peep stuff that y'all can see because y'all in it.
Yeah.
Because to me, Wei, like Alyssa said, yes, he's jealous. I get it. He's jealous.
Yeah.
But one, he hasn't acted on that jealousy really, except for shooting some sly comments here and there. But he's also looking out for Babe because he's like, we don't know who this man is. You let this man in your house. You don't usually do this. And he being secretive as fuck. Where'd this man come from? We ain't never seen him at one of your races.
And also remember, y'all, they have 10 years into this friendship. So Wei knows how Babe moves. And
Right. And also, side note, I don't agree with that comment that was like, Babe, Wei is to Babe as Jimmy is to Bad Buddy.
That was completely different.
Jimmy outed people.
Jimmy was doing way too much. Jimmy's character was doing way too much with this much information.
Yeah.
That was just purely you're taking my friend and I don't like it.
Right.
Wei's actually if you ever pay attention to his facials or whatever, he's peeping shit. Right. And it's way deeper than
he's moving with intention and with intention, and he's gathering knowledge rather than just acting on emotion.
Yeah,
but he has a reason.
Not too much.
He does.
He has a reason.
He has
because
Babe out here acting a fool because his boy. I'm like, now I will say,
the way he was getting jealous, and I was like,
I will say, I don't think Charlie is doing anything wild and crazy for him to be so suspicious.
No,
but the fact that he's in the space,
I think that's what people's problem is, because he's being that suspicious, now knowing that we know he has feelings for him, and however he acts, especially when he's around, it's always he always has something to say. So I can see why people would act that way, because even when I was watching, I was like, sir, why? Relax. I won't lie, because that's exactly what I said. I was like, listen, why are you being like that? Because he's with whatever. I get you like him, but calm the fuck down. That's not what this is. But now thinking on it, yes, 10 years of friendship. He's seen the shit that you've done. He's low-key trying to protect you, but because the conflict of interest, because you like him, it does read differently depending on how you look at it. So I see it. I understand it.
That's why I was clocking my reaction. I was like, "You jealous?" I was like, "You just want to go over here." But
Yeah.
like, but Charlie, why are you here? Like,
yes, and that is the biggest question.
You literally stalked him into the locker room, bust down, and then all of a sudden, you just everywhere.
Yeah,
right.
But you're reporting to who and why? Like,
for what purpose?
Why? And
now all of a sudden, you everywhere, here, like.
Understandably, he's asking you to come with him to go places, but why?
I want to know why Babe was acting in rare form.
It's because he don't sing.
He said
he don't sing. That's alpha. He like it.
Right. He said
no, I get it. I just seeing him like throw caution to the wind is so interesting. I'm like, because what you notice is, Charlie has been very much
Charlie fought for him.
But Charlie okay, that was kind of like, the thing is, I was like, ooh, what's gonna happen is Babe's gonna be like, oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna give him more stuff, and he gave him more stuff. He gave him the car.
No. Wait. Can we stop right there?
Way was like,
can we stop right there? Can we talk about how they were acting like Charlie had this keen eye for a car? And I'm like, bitch, that's the only car that looked like that on this lot. All these other cars.
Look, there's a specific reason he went for that car outside of like, oh, it was his first car. Like, why you want that car?
Why that car out of all of those beautiful cars you could have chosen?
No, but it's funny how all these cars were like commercial cars that like everyday people drive, and then you pick the one that actually looks like a race car, and they're like, wow, you have a keen eye, bitch. That's the only one that looked like a race car on the lot. This was like a race car.
That's a good take. That's actually a good. Yes, there was a Ferrari there, but like that's a good take. How
he was supposed to audition with the way he was driving. I said, "Are you sure you want to be on the team?"
That's what I was watching. I was like, "There's no way."
Like you were about to throw the fuck up in the driver's seat because you.
And him like yelling. Well, I wouldn't say he was. Well, yeah, yelling, but not really yelling.
You're driving.
He was like, "You can kill us in this car."
You will literally flip us, and you have no idea what the fuck you're doing.
No, so I can understand why he was like very heavy on the yelling.
Too. Yeah, I'd be like, pull over, get the fuck out.
So I completely understood, but with the dad, which come to find out that's his stepfather.
I could have told y'all.
When they were like your daddy, I said, is he your dad or like your daddy?
Hello, same. I'm like, okay, so
what is it?
You know, so, but him buying all those players, which I'm still trying to figure out what is the main end goal for you
to get Babe back under his control. You showed us spending a lot of money to do that. It's giving laundering, but whatever.
You know, so there has to be more because you're getting players from all over the country just to come over here. What are you doing?
But then you're doing all of that, but still gonna offer to get him.
Yeah, so like
I was like, so why didn't you just do that from the jump? Goal?
Like, what else is there? It's because it's giving that there's more to it, probably, but. Honestly, I just want to see the part where he comes over to your place and starts punching you in the face. I just need to see that for my own personal reasons. It's gonna be great. He wants power. That's all he cares about. I mean, okay, but like, yeah, like why? Like, what's
because that's the one person he can't control.
Could be. They were probably going to fix that. They even mentioned
they probably were going to fix up any one of those cars.
No, yeah, because there's like there's they got to make sure the horsepower is stronger, all this other stuff, all the chemical jargon. I don't know. I don't do cars.
I see a Porsche.
Alphas to adopt. They mentioned Babe wasn't the only adoptee. Could be.
Yeah, everybody.
Now, is it like adoption, like birth adoptions, or adoption like? Just to my team adoption. That's what
it was.
No, homeboy Jack. What's his name? What's Babe's like rival's name?
He's goofy. That's a loser.
That shit was
very much so.
That's his name. Winner.
when he got
loser.
Yeah, name winners. All he do is lose. Boy, he be losing so much money.
Listen,
he got jacked up in the hallway. That shit was hilarious.
Oh,
that was funny when he twists his arm.
I said, not you asking nicely.
He said, "Look, I don't know what you thought this was."
He said, "Oh shit, let me go, let me go."
Wait, I was like, the nerve you talking about something. We're teammates. We shouldn't fight. You started it.
You started the fight. What?
And when he returned your energy, then you was like,
that boy said, "I ain't here for your little petty rivalry. I came to be the best. I don't give a fuck about none of that."
He's used to people being under him, just like cowering in fear because of his position.
Met your match.
I wanna know why, because he's like I said, he's a loser because like not only did Babe beat you on the racetrack, he beat you on the drifting thing. Babe side piece, beat your side piece.
Have to fight. Like, that's the crazy part. You really thought y'all could punk Charlie, and Charlie came out on top.
He came out.
Charlie
said let him in, but still.
He said, "Where my gloves
at?"
From the front to back.
Charlie said, "Got that ass anyways." Next.
Hello.
So it makes it, obviously they're trying to set this guy up to be just another antagonist outside the dad. But I'm like, this guy, he seems like
he's a weak antagonist, no offense. Like you really don't care. Because every time you try to challenge him, you lose.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say
all your money, all your coin, give me your card.
I would mush him and get my face. Like I'm not betting that.
I'm like,
he's very much the Team Rocket of this.
Jesse and James, goofy.
Jesse and James.
Goofy.
You fine, but you goofy. And we saw how goofy you were in the hallway. He literally had your hand like this.
Just that crack
locked. Oh, it's a lock. He didn't know what to do.
I said, not begging.
And it was funny how he was so shorter than he was.
Right. You said, what'd you say?
No, because he was like, it hurts. I said, it hurts. You crying?
Are you so stupid?
I said, not crying.
Come on, boo-hoo the fool.
Boo. When?
Okay. I will say I find North to be aggravating. I'm so sorry.
He's hilarious to me.
He's funny. He's
aggravating.
He's funny.
He's hilarious.
That's why his ass almost got punched out. You saw that? How Babe was like.
Tell me why when I first saw him, I was like, oh my God, it's Solo's bodyguard.
That is his bodyguard.
Yeah, that's Solo's bodyguard.
Oh my God, Oxygen. I need to go watch it.
He was also in Call It What You Want.
He was also in Till the World Ends too.
That's
Britney Spears?
Boy.
Wait, what you say? Repeat yourself. I missed it. You said it the first time, so you can say it again.
Fucking clown. Look what I said.
No, anybody in the comments hear him say it. Type what he just said.
All I said was Britney Spears.
Oh
my God.
No, because I said Till the World Ends, and that's one of her songs. Yeah.
Dance until the world ends.
That's my song too. I love that damn fucking. It's like shit. But no. Annoying him and his little partner or friend.
Yeah.
But they're obviously the comedic ones of the series, so like they're going to be clowns.
They're the comedy relief.
Yeah,
because everybody's jealous.
He's like, I'll break up with you in an instant. I said, damn.
Hello. He's like,
now that we get together and break up.
So, but I will say though, if I had to choose, me personally, I would rather in this state right now would watch Pit Babe over Playboy, if I had to be real honest with y'all. And I don't know if it's just because of the timing.
You talk about a bunch of caution. It's okay. We agree with you. It's
not because you're getting more of the storyline.
Yeah,
like
that's I have more to say. I have more to say when watching Pit Babe than I do with Playboy, and it's not because of the sex. Because listen, I don't mind watching people, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's but there's something about Pit Babe that I enjoy more than I do Playboy. They're both different and they both bring it, but I'm gravitating more towards Pit Babe than anything. It's probably because it's Pavel, but
no,
either
it's
way.
because there's story.
No, it's because you understand
on.
what's going on.
Yes, it's not confusing. It's not confusing at all to me.
Playboy is just kind of like plot, and there it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No hating. That's not what it is. This is just fact. It's to me. I'm enjoying this more than I am Playboy, which is kind of interesting.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that Playboy
picks up.
Yeah.
Or
at least I'm hoping it doesn't like slow down. In a sense.
I hope we last because they're hour-long episodes and there's 14.
Because honestly, it's giving me the same vibes. It's giving me the same vibes that War of Why gave me.
Oh, because War of Why after a while I was like, it's too much to unpack. Like I can't. My brain cannot calculate everything that's happening.
It's the same people behind it. So like.
In that last episode, I was like, okay. War of Why, I was like, no, because they really low key to the left out of this person, and I was like,
no facts.
At a whole press conference, just to prove
you can't
that
be pregnant.
There was no way that they could be pregnant. I was like, that's weird, but all right.
Yeah. You can't be because you're one of them.
No, because like they deadass was like, here is their medical. I was like, how you pulling out their medical records at a press conference?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100% honest.
You didn't have to say anything at all. You could be like, it ain't mine.
I didn't make it past episode 5 of just the first half of that series.
To be honest, the second and the third part were good. Those were good. I was like, okay.
Because I really enjoyed Billy and Sang. So really, honestly, keeping it funky and fresh. That's the only one I watched. I didn't watch Managers. I didn't watch Why Idol. I didn't watch The Wife.
Why Idol could have did without the
I know. Could have. That's why I'm.
The last one, it was good up until the last episode. I was like, all right. Anyways.
And they were in that little circle of friendship at the end. I was like, get out of my face.
Yeah, I was like, where did that come from? I was like, I stopped uploading after like episode 7, I think. I was like, I'm done.
Unfortunately, I committed and I uploaded every week.
Proud of you.
Powered through. Love it for you, friend.
Powered through.
Powered through. Love it. Love that. There's your award. I cannot do it.
I can't. If it feels like torture to watch an episode, I can't do it.
So FahLanRuk.
I've done it 5 times. I hate myself for it.
This is the last time we're gonna talk about that trash ass series. I hate that I actually continue watching that shit.
Me too. Same here.
And I would feel less hatred toward it if y'all didn't give me a damn copyright strike.
Yeah, y'all would have just let it be.
Left me alone.
I got a copyright strike off that fraction of a series.
Sorry.
It's the
I'm sorry, it fits, okay?
No, literally, this is the last time we're bringing up that damn series. That series is in the trash. It's at the recycling dump. Like, we're not talking about that shit.
It's like I never did
it. What were you saying, yeah?
Do you guys think you would feel differently about shows if they didn't give us much hassle for them?
No.
Some shows, since they gave us hassle for stuff, and it makes me my feelings for the show is more soured. I'm like, ugh.
I will say,
Red Dragon pissed me off. They kept doing all these. I kept doing the things. And they kept
Big Dragon. He needs Big Dragon.
Oh, Big Dragon. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you know what? I hate this show now.
I think because a lot of them, I just like put them on like Patreon or whatever, so I never have to deal with the hassle of like putting on YouTube. So it never really like.
I will say,
but that's the rule of thumb now to do from all the shows actually on Patreon. Yeah. But back then it was harder to just figure out which could go on YouTube, and you had to cut it up and give us rules.
Block me once, I'm done.
Yeah.
The WHYRU's gate.
Oh my god.
Dramageddon.
The what?
The WHYRU's. Oh my god.
Y'all had issues?
That was crazy.
I had no issues uploading.
Well, I think because I cracked my WHYRU's out, I never had an issue with them.
No, I never had. When I started reacting to it, I had no issue.
I started doing it after like a couple episodes, and then I didn't have a problem. But the first few episodes, I was like, oh my god. And I had to go back and...
They were striking at like years after the fact.
Yeah.
They deleted all my videos. I was like, oh, I'm gonna clip y'all.
If y'all know Nico Loves BL, if y'all know Nico Loves BL, she got 2 strikes back to back for 2 different episodes of WHYRU on her channel.
Yeah.
I was like, And immediately, that's when I told everybody, I was like, take these down if y'all don't want to strike.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because that was like baby Shaqii reactor. That's like one of the second shows I've ever done.
Imagine Shaqii's head on a baby body.
Crying, please.
It's the whole face like a little shaker.
You are hilarious, Fran. But like, it was unfortunate because I really enjoyed doing those, and like me and Chelsea, that was like my first ever like thing ever.
Yeah.
So
it was fun reacting to
that. It was fun. It was fun. There wasn't a lot of us at the time, so it was fun. You know?
I watched that one episode of Alyssa's over and over again. That one reaction I watched.
The one with the Hercules song. That was the best.
That was around the time
I watched it at least 4 or 5 times.
Like watching.
No, y'all don't understand. Me and Dion were up till like 3 o'clock in the morning editing that video. He was helping me pick out songs.
I'm yelling.
No, I was like I've seen this already. Leave me alone. I kept going back to it.
No, that was the best one I did. Like, I should bring back crack edits.
No, you should.
I can't.
They're literally quite fun. It adds.
So that I'm watching to do it right now, but because that used to take like 5 hours for like one episode.
To find every single one and place them places, I could see that.
Yeah.
Answer.
Era though, do y'all miss crack edits? Y'all miss that, or y'all kind of?
I do.
I look and still kind of do them. I still technically do them, but it's not like heavy, crazy.
Because I know we love memes now, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Is it the meme aspect, or is it like the scenes where we like put music in, or we like make our voice deep or scratch or like loud? Is that
It's the comedic timing and like how they relate to each one? Because if you just place a meme,
have to watch. The whole reaction again. Because I used to have to skim through, like, okay, I want to put one. Like, I used to have so many markers on so I knew where I wanted to put. It was just a lot of work, but it was so fun.
I was heavy on the crack for My Engineer and WHYRU. Those were my two. I used to do a lot. There was a lot of memes that I used to use. My favorite one at the time was "Bitch, is your what?" I used to use that a lot. So,
or the what the fuck?
Oh my god! Freaking what is it? What I did that for Hello Stranger because I couldn't help it, Tony. So yeah, that's what I did that for.
I just remember watching My Engineer, a single episode I watched with Ash and Alex, and he was screaming at her because she kept pausing.
I remember that. Like she was like, no. He was like,
actually, I was looking at this episode. It took forever because she kept pausing.
That's why I don't pause because it takes a while. I
started back pausing, but then I realized I was like, girl, you can't pause no more. Like that shit takes
too long. The episode's already an hour.
Because some of the episodes, I keep pausing. I'll be sitting there for God knows how long. I'll be like, bro, I'm only on part 1. Shit.
Welcome to being a reactor, y'all.
I will say, I feel like back in the day, it was scary to pause because what if you're screen recording and record right? You have to re-record it, but you got pauses and the things. You're like,
facts. It's still a fear right now.
So bad. Oh my God.
Still a fear right now, but it is what it is.
At least now you can re-record it and you can place it in later. But if you pause and stuff in your reaction, it's kind of like how you cut it up.
And that
you know how Apple do.
Camera cuts off at 30 minutes.
Yeah. You know how Apple do. Apple, if you pause, Apple be like, "Oh, you're done." Okay.
Cut off.
Cut off.
Oh man.
Now that was why like my main like reasons for getting a camcorder. I could not do the whole 30-minute stopping. I got annoyed. I was like, no more.
It is. Well, no more. I'll admit, my camera records up to 2 hours now. So I'm Gucci on that. But before no, I was there. 30 minutes at a time.
I was there.
Files.
I was like, enough is enough now, honey.
I used to speed up my like at the end like thoughts and like quickly. Oh yeah, so yeah, it was crazy, it was good. Okay, I'll see y'all.
This was a nice conversation.
You see the timer going down.
But my time is up. So I got Eclipse.
I got the score. We got the board, but this was fun though.
Yes, honestly, basically, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching the series. We're gonna get into more of it next week. So This was fun. It was a really good time. Thank y'all so much for coming, watching, and living. Please, all links to everybody will be in the description, and as I tell you guys all the time, even after. So go get everybody's gigs, especially on their Patreons, because that's where everything's at. But you guys have fun. I'll talk to you guys all later. Have a good night, okay? Bye, everyone.